blessings today. I'm going to put several videos down below about two different men teaching. They're both Jewish, both rabbis, both Messianic, and I'm trying to get my camera adjusted, okay? But it's very important that you really listen to what these two are saying. Now, they're not together. They're totally separate. One is talking about Hanukkah and how it shows the revelation of the last days. Matches that. Remember, Hanukkah came about because of Maccabees, and they fought against the evil in their day, and the people were reclining to go along with it. Now, I know Elizabeth had a teaching about it, but let me tell you, they must have listened to this man to put it on their site and pretend it's their teaching. It's not. This man wrote the Harbinger, and you all should know who I'm talking about, but anyway, he wrote the Harbinger. And then I have another minister who is Jewish, who teaches us on the feast. So I'm going to put him first, and down below I'm going to put the other about Hanukkah. I think this is important because the church is in apathy. It is reclining. It is going into the world. It is okaying everything that the world is okaying. The churches are saying what is good is evil and what is evil is good. They're backing up everything that caused the downfall of many nations. They're backing up what caused Israel to have trouble in the first place. And when Constantine came in with the bishops of the church that we come to know as the Roman Catholic Church, did away with all the feast. They did away with the things that God pronounced saying they're Jewish. They're not Jewish. Come on, people. Get alive. You cannot do away with the Torah and think that you can live for God without any recompense. So this is short, but I do want you to read the Bible. I want you to hear what these two men have to say. Go from the top to the bottom. Pray and ask for wisdom and guidance when you are listening to these two men. For you need to know that the church is failing you. You've got to come back to God. You've got to come back to Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, and the cross that He died on. If you don't want to do that, then you become part of the world. And when the Antichrist arrives, you will do like Hitler people did that just falls in line with him. Let me tell you, people, we are in serious days and in serious times. And we need to wake up and go back to holding the feast as God, Yahweh Himself, said that they were perpetual, for everlasting, everlasting. They didn't die when Yeshua came and was born. He was fulfilling them, but they didn't get done away with. They were perpetual. Yeshua observed every one. The early church observed every one of them until Constantine established the Roman Catholic Church, and they went out. Many that observed the feast were killed, were burned at stakes. Their heads were chopped off by the Catholic Church because they were anti-Semitic. Let me tell you, my little grandmother on my mama's side was Jewish, so therefore I am Jewish. I am Cherokee from my daddy's side, my grandmother on my daddy's side, and now there's a lot of proof that believes that the Cherokees were Jews that come over here. You know what? It doesn't matter. When you're born again and you receive the blood of Yeshua flowing through your veins, you are an adopted Jew. Yes, you are. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. I don't want to take up the time because you need to listen to these two men. Please go through them one at a time. The first one speaks about all the feasts, Passover, the trumpets, all of them, and how they apply to us today, and how they apply to Yeshua HaMashiach. And if you worship Him, you have to obey God's laws and commandments. And the Torah book, it's not really a book of laws, a law. It is a wedding contract between humanity and God. You need to know that. And every feast, I have taught this years ago, is a rehearsal of what is soon to come. A rehearsal. If you're going to get married, you have a rehearsal before you have the final day of the wedding. If you are in plays and in college, I took drama in college and I was in some plays where we always had rehearsals so we could get our part down right, that we could memorize the words that we were supposed to speak and we speak them right, with the emotion that character needed to be spoken in. You will learn that all the feasts are rehearsals, and we need to learn our language. We need to learn how to walk according to God's will and not the world's will, the world's will. Blessings. Blessings. Because, see, Satan wanted to destroy the feast. He didn't want us to be in rehearsal. He didn't want us to rehearse of what God is going to do and how Yeshua is going to come back to earth and rule and reign. Please listen with an open heart and praying for wisdom of the Almighty Ruach Kadesh, the Holy Spirit, the very Spirit of God descending down upon you. Not a female, sorry. It is God's Spirit Himself descending down on you to teach you the words to speak, to teach you how to walk, how to live in His righteousness and goodness. Please listen to these videos down below. Thank you.